from Alpha Wolf Consulting, coming to you today with another episode of Stone Dad's Adventures. Just going out to the Awoonga Dam. Sorry. Out to the Awoonga Dam today, out by Gladstone, and going to do some hiking around there. It's really beautiful there, and I always love it there. Being so close to a nice big bit of water, usually it's a bit cooler around there, and because it's up in the mountains. So it should be good fun. But yeah, in this episode, what I'm going to be talking about is coming in one of my upcoming courses, which is on self-belief and really understanding self-belief, and then the other side of the self-belief coin, which is self-doubt. So we're going to be focusing more on the self-doubt and how to overcome self-doubt, and then from that, how we create self-belief. To sort of, I guess, get you to understand, what self-doubt is. Okay, self-doubt is different from fear. So we got to understand that fear-based, sorry, I just need a drink, but fear-based responses are different to self-doubt. Self-doubt will typically come from inferiority complexes, and a lot of rooted beliefs or limiting beliefs around being less than others. So for example, for me in my childhood, I had really, really bad ADHD. You don't understand the kind of ADHD I had. Like, I would run around the house naked screaming for no reason, just because I had that much energy. It was so funny. But I used to do the craziest things. So my sister tells a story about a time my uncle came around when we were kids, and me and my brother were rollerblading on the roof of the house, and I was about 3 and my brother was about 5. And this is just the kind of stuff we used to do. We used to do the craziest shit as kids. I often don't understand how I'm alive, with the stupidity of the things that I've done in my life. But the thing is that, when I was growing up, I didn't understand limits. So I had no limits. If I wanted to climb a tree, I could climb a tree. If I wanted to catch an animal, I could catch an animal. Whatever I thought, I did. And throughout my childhood, through many, authority figures in my life that was suppressed and beaten out of me, is the understanding of what is true in life. That life is about freedom and exploration, and if you want to do something, go and do it. You never do something that's going to harm another person unless harm is the intent. But the thing is that, for 100% of people out there, okay, if you take away all the bullshit of upbringing and all the bullshit of societal beliefs and cultural beliefs and all of that oppression as to you have to be this kind of a person or you have to be that kind of a person, well, what we find is that a lot of us, we as kids understood what freedom meant to us, and that was just the freedom of expression of who we wanted to be, without having to think about all the things we should or shouldn't be thinking about. So we have all these beliefs and these structures of beliefs and these constructs of reality that we set up that have only one purpose, and that purpose is to oppress. Like, that's the thing is, like, yeah, other people's beliefs and societal constructs are just there to oppress the individual. Because, like, compliance with others doesn't require compliance to set, like set principles or set outlines. Like, everyone knows if you fuck someone over, you can expect they're going to be aggressive back to you. Like, it's not rocket science. Like, no one ever wonders, oh, do you think it wouldn't? Like, everyone knows. They wonder, do you think I could get away with it? Do you think I could manipulate the situation to one where, you know, I am the exception? And that's the problem with these negative people. But we can't think of the negative people in life as the outliers. Because this is where self-doubt comes in. We root our self-doubt in all those negative aspects, those negative conversations, those negative beliefs that have been allowed into our mind when we were unaware of how they got in. So negative thoughts, negative beliefs. To understand a belief is to understand that a belief is just a thought on repeat. A thought in repetition becomes a belief. Okay, so what I think again and again and again and again will become a belief that I don't ever have to think about again. And that just means a belief is subconscious. It's not in my conscious thought, it's in my subconscious thought. And the subconscious mind moves quicker than the conscious mind. So many of my negative aspects and self-doubt happen without my conscious mind understanding something's happened. So just understand that is what we fight against when we try to become, you know, our full expression of who we want to be in the world, or who we want to be in life, or who we want to be in our life. And it's an important thing to understand this, because the key for the conscious mind to see subconscious beliefs is patterns. Patterns in outcome and patterns in behavior. This is how you root out those negative beliefs that you cannot see, because we cannot see our subconscious mind. It's outside our conscious mind's vision. We can request information from our subconscious mind, but our subconscious mind will play whatever information it wants. So that's how we get false memories. I have pretty bad dyslexia, which is really funny. Because I never realized in life, it was just really difficult for me. Like, it wasn't difficult for me to read, but it was difficult for me to focus. So I would have to read like one sentence maybe 6 or 7 times to really memorize it, so that when I read it, I understood what each word was. Because with dyslexia, my brain fires so quickly that if I'm not paying full attention, what will happen is my mind will show me different words. So if I look at a sign on a glance, my brain will tell me, will change words. And this used to get me in trouble, because I used to see funny words on the signs. And I'd say it, and I'd look like the biggest dickhead, because it'd be like, it doesn't say that. And then I'd be like, oh, okay. And when I sat there and looked at it, then it would rearrange, and I'd see the actual word. So, like, for me personally, growing up, 1 second.